It's an important principle to remember that grief comes and goes. It doesn't come all at once right after the funeral. It doesn't act like a sore throat where you're sick for a few days and then you get better. Grief comes and goes. Sometimes we call these things grief attacks. And grief attacks can come on special days like birthdays, anniversaries, days like Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Easter, summer holidays, weddings, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of these times when we miss the person in that specific situation. So what can we do about these things? I think we've only got one of two choices when it comes to grief. We can either control the grief or we can let the grief control us. So often around Christmas, I hear people say, oh, I'm just going to go to bed on the 24th of December and waking up on the 26th. I'm going to pretend that it doesn't happen and just pretend like it's any other day. Those strategies don't work too well. I think we need to be proactive. How can I make this day meaningful? How can I make this experience meaningful? For example, on someone's birthday. I mean, birthdays are a celebration of life. And just because the person has died doesn't mean we can't celebrate their life. So what could we do to celebrate that day? And it'll be different for everyone. You'll find your own unique ways of doing it. And so we adjust. We get through the first year and then the second year and then maybe years later, a parent who has died and their child gets married. And it triggers again. And we're reminded that they're not there. So I don't think these things are ever ending. I think that we go through all of these kinds of experiences and we recognize that they're reminders that the loved one is gone. I call them tugs, temporary upsurges in grief. Because grief doesn't come all at once. It's like a roller coaster. And we go up and down until really we've come to the end of the ride.